Hey guys, welcome to the corner where we talk about anime, manga, and everything in between. What are we talking about today? It's obvious, it's apparent, it's out there already. Dragon Ball Super, the latest episode 64, if I do remember correctly. Um, Goku, Trunks, and Vegeta are doing an amazing job at what they're doing. Somehow Goku ends up being with Vegeta and surrounded by a whole bunch of Goku Zamasu type of situations. But and Zamasu makes it over there, Bulma distracts, and Trunks learns the ability to seal, which is off of my original prediction, within a few minutes, unlike Goku, who took close to a half a day. Um, he actually seals Zamasu, but apparently there was a seal that needed to be had, and it messed up the whole thing at this point. What the heck, man? Right? Well, Zamasu gets released, his powers diminished because of it, because of what just happened, and Goku Zamasu comes back. Um, they end up fusing together because they're like, we can't take them lightly anymore because of the technique that they do know, which is the evil containment technique. Anyways, what does this mean? What's going on? Zamasu fused to make Zamasu, is what they call themselves, and it's what they are, just Zamasu. That's literally what they are, but this means that they are extremely stronger. So much more stronger, it's not even funny. Does this mean we're going to see a Gogeta fusion or Vegito fusion? I guess it'd be Vegito Kakurato? Okay, so Vegetato. I don't know exactly how it's going to go. But are we going to see the fusion with them or not? Type of situation. Or is something going to happen where they work together to do what they need to do? I guess the Supreme Kais are there. They could easily hand them the earrings that they need to be able to fuse. But if anything in any case, they'd probably choose the fusion at hand. The fusion technique, not the fusion earrings. Making it less permanent, but as proven, the higher the power level, the shorter the time. So the rings would end up coming into effect, except for the fact that they're forgetting one thing. That the earrings aren't permanently fused in a higher level form. Gogeta couldn't sustain his form after a while, even though he did go into Boo's body and was dissolved and separated type of situation, which was nonsensible. I mean, you don't just defuse on a thing that's supposed to be permanent. Anyways, are they going to bring back Vegito is the main question. What's going to happen? How things are going to end up? Where things are going to go? Type of situation. I guess this is probably the part where I talk about what I liked about the episode. The storyline, I guess. It gave a good storyline basis to the show itself. It gave what it should have in the end. What I didn't like is that it seemed like it was more storyline than what was actually going on type of situation. Like they didn't like it was really well paced, and there were storyline in what was going on, and there was still some action stuff, but they didn't really explain. They copped out and said, "Not even I understand the power that I just unleashed with some what Goku Zamasu did." Woof. Hey, look what's going on. Oh my, blah blah showing up. They copped out completely there. I mean, didn't explain it. There was not much explanation at all when it came down to it. And I was like, okay, what the fuck type of situation. Excuse my language there. Um, so there's not much explanation. There's a storyline basis. There's an action line basis type of situation. There's fighting, this, and this, Bulma. Past a recurrence. You actually see what happens to old Bulma in the future. Zamasu holding her up and killing her type of situation. Um, but in all honesty, for a episode that you expect to see the fusion version of Zamasu, you see nothing like that, just the lead up to that. And that kind of irritates me because they didn't. It's not that storyline isn't good or anything like that, but when they left to go to the future, they didn't explain anything about that type of situation. You don't see them actually conversing or doing or going into the time machine, going back, but in this part, apparently you get to see exactly why they ended up fusing. I understand the containment wave would have come into effect one way or another, but but in the end, they made a mountain out of a molehill type of situation, and it could have been solved a little bit easier and a little bit quicker. Instead of going through this whole situation, oh, Trunks needs to learn the containment wave real quick. Here's my phone. I'm gonna go distract type of situation and blah type of thing. But otherwise, I say all in all, it was a pretty good episode for what it was, what it's worth, and what Dragon Ball Z has been in the past for me. It was pretty good. It had the storyline, it had the action, it had what it needed, and you get to see Zamasu fuse. Which does bring into question if Vegeta and Goku fuse in the next episode or not. I don't know. I'm not looking ahead. I'd prefer not to type of situation. Other than that, my prediction is that something ends up happening where I think the next episode is just gonna literally be Zamasu kicking Vegeta's and Goku's asses pretty much until they finally fuse together or something like that. But that's all dependent on what ends up going on and if they are actually going to bring back Vegeta or Gogeta, whichever way they want to put it. Honestly, I really could care. It's just like, is the next episode going to lead up to the fusion of those two? Because if it is, that's just going to be kind of annoying at your point, and you'll see this giant one-sided battle, and I really don't want to see that. I want to see a battle where it's bam, 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 bam. Not an episode where it's like bam, 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 bam. He's gone. Oh my God, he couldn't stand up to him. I mean, isn't that what we all want? Anyways, that's my review for this episode. It's not really that advanced, and that's why I would normally kind of hold this off till the next one. Just because the information given to you is pretty straightforward and basic. Yes, they used the containment wave, but it was not used by one. Trunk just did use it within 5 minutes of learning it type of situation, and did it successfully. It's the first time we saw this successfully done, but missing a seal makes it unsuccessful. So if you really want to go by this move is 100% unsuccessful in screen time. But if you really want to go by them actually getting in the jar, it is, I'd put it at about 90% successful. Unsuccessful, 10% successful to get them into the jar type of situation. Well, that's just my thought and opinion. Other than that, do tell me what you guys thought about this episode. Comment below, subscribe, tell me what's going on, blah blah blah. But I do appreciate comments. I love comments. So please give me a comment below and tell me what you thought about this episode. What you think is going to happen next type of situation. Other than that, you guys have a great day and a fun one as well.